race recap, we touched briefly on Freddie Spencer's 1985 accomplishments that have earned him several Rider of the Year awards. But Spencer's story is more than just racing. Join us for a personal visit with Freddie at his home in Shreveport, Louisiana. Most of us, if we were gifted with Freddie Spencer's ability, might turn to a life of a jet setter with a home on the French Riviera to ease the Grand Prix pressures. But Freddie Spencer is not most of us and is not interested in a jet setter's way of life. For Spencer, being back in his hometown is the way to relax.
I think that getting my mind away from the racing is very, very important, especially in the off-season, where I have the time to step back, to look at it from, from a different perspective, and, get a game plan on what areas I want to work on and what areas to improve on, and then get back into it. And then when the season is, start again, I'm refreshed, my battery's recharged, and I'm ready to go.
Going is just what Fast Freddie does best. He proved that with his record-breaking performances in 1985 on the Grand Prix circuit and in the U.S. But in between checkered flags, it was Shreveport, Louisiana, and home.
I can come home and relax, because when I walk outside the office here, when we'll go into the store, they say, "Hey, Freddie, congratulations on your race this weekend." But that's it. People outside know me, but they know me as Freddie too.
Freddie credits his father with providing the kind of support needed for a long and successful racing career.
He never pushed me and never made me race, which is why I believe that I'm going on my 21st season, because he didn't burn me out on it at a young age. He did all the right things. I hope someday when I have a son that I'm able to instill in him the qualities and the understanding and the right type of support that my dad gave me.
Freddie's father may not have pushed him to race, but he did have a message, and it was a strong one.
Like, for one thing, if the bike breaks, don't throw the bike down and kick it. Don't throw your helmet down. You come walking back like a gentleman, because the first time you ever do that, well, then that's all of it. Because I just wouldn't have it, and he knew it, and he just never did do them things.
Freddie started racing when he was 6 years old, but it was not until several years later that his father realized the potential of Freddie's ability.
I remember it was at Daytona. He was 12 years old, and he was supposed to be in 16. And I got him in there at amateur day with a 125, and he was leading it way out in front. And there we were with all the guys that had been running the tracks, a lot of older people, on up to grown men, and he was just blowing them away. I mean, it was just, he was so smooth, it was just a natural.
There is no doubt that Freddie Spencer possesses natural ability, but for the kind of championship year that Freddie had in 1985, ability alone was not nearly enough.
It's hard to put into words, period, what you feel, because there's so many feelings and so many things behind the scenes that happen. The main thing is all the biggest key was the people that was involved in the efforts that they put forward, and the time, the sacrifices. There's little bits of all of us at each racetrack that you, and things that you give up to, and that you sacrifice to make it all happen. It's something, of course, that I'll remember forever. It could not have been more perfect. And I feel very fortunate that I was the chosen one.
Stay with us when we